There are moments when the soul is summoned not by thunder, but by stillness. This is one of those moments. You were not pulled here by accident, wanderer. No, something older than logic guided your steps. Beneath the noise of the world, beneath the endless machinery of distraction, there exists an unseen architecture shaping the course of certain lives. Yours is among them. For years, you believed the silence around you meant abandonment. You mistook distance for rejection, the unanswered nights for absence. But the architect of silence does not build in chaos. He builds in hidden chambers where no applause can enter. Every burden you carried in secret, every kindness given while your own spirit was starving, every restrained tear became stonework in a structure you could not yet see. And now, the foundation trembles. Because what once felt like emptiness was never emptiness at all. It was preparation. Something ancient has begun to move towards you through the unseen corridors of destiny. Not through force, not through desperation, through alignment. And your spirit already feels it.
The heaviest battles are never witnessed by crowds. They happen in the inward chambers, where a soul wrestles against doubt while smiling before the world. You know this terrain well. You have wandered through emotional winters where even hope felt exhausted. Nights where your own thoughts became echoes in an abandoned cathedral. You questioned your worth, your timing, your purpose. You watched lesser spirits receive what you prayed for, while your own hands remained empty. But understand this clearly. The delay was not cruelty. The architect does not place weight upon fragile pillars. First, the foundation must learn endurance. First, the spirit must survive isolation without collapsing into bitterness. Many are destroyed, not by suffering, but by impatience. So the unseen hand allowed the shadows to remain longer than you desired, allowed counterfeit doors to open and collapse, allowed false connections to reveal themselves before they poisoned your path. Pain became your forge. Loneliness became your discipline. Disappointment became your initiation. And while you believed your life had stalled, deeper structures were being reinforced beneath the surface of your existence. The soul you are becoming now could not have survived the life you once begged for. That is the hidden mercy few ever understand.
Then comes the hour when the inward tide changes, quietly, almost imperceptibly. Not with spectacle, not with fireworks from the heavens, but with a primordial recognition awakening inside the chest. You no longer beg to be chosen. You no longer chase what flees from you. You begin to stand differently. This is the turning point. The architect of silence was never merely preparing circumstances around you. He was reconstructing your interior world, removing the desperate architecture built from fear, abandonment, and hunger for validation. You thought you needed rescue. Instead, you were being taught sovereignty. And now, you feel it. The strange calm entering your spirit. The growing detachment from what once consumed you. The celestial awareness that something is shifting beyond visible reality. That is not imagination. That is alignment. Because power does not arrive when the soul is frantic. True authority descends only when a being becomes internally anchored. You have survived enough disappointment to to recognize illusion. You have endured enough silence to hear truth. And the moment a soul stops searching outward for completion, the unseen begins rearranging the path ahead with terrifying precision. The old self dissolves here. The awakened self emerges.
Now listen carefully. Strength is not loud. The mountain does not announce its authority, yet storms break against it every age. This is the mastery now required of you. To walk forward without desperation. To remain unmoved by counterfeit invitations. To recognize that not every open door deserves your presence. There are forces in this world that thrive on spiritual exhaustion. They send distractions disguised as destiny, urgency disguised as love, noise disguised as purpose. But the disciplined soul sees beyond appearances. You must become anchored in discernment, anchored in self-respect, anchored in the unseen covenant between your spirit and truth itself. The architect has not carried you through fire merely for comfort. No, you are being shaped into someone capable of carrying light without worshiping attention. That requires mastery. The ability to remain calm while uncertainty surrounds you. The ability to trust timing without forcing outcomes. The ability to stand alone without collapsing into fear. Many seek companionship because they fear silence. But you are trained by silence. And because of that, your presence now carries weight. Your spirit carries gravity. Your words carry consequence. You are no longer wandering. You are becoming immovable. So here is the revelation the weary soul must finally understand. What is meant for you cannot be stolen by delay. The unseen does not operate according to panic. It moves according to precision. Every closed path, every shattered attachment, every season where you felt forgotten was redirecting you toward alignment beyond your comprehension. Nothing was wasted. Not the grief, not the waiting, not the years spent building yourself in obscurity while others misunderstood your journey. The architect of silence was constructing something eternal within you, an inner sanctuary untouched by chaos. And now you stand at the threshold between who you were and who you are becoming. Do not retreat. Do not shrink yourself to fit smaller souls. Do not betray your spirit simply because the road became lonely. Stand in your truth. Stand with sovereignty. Stand with the calm authority of one who has walked through darkness and returned carrying fire. Because the next chapter of your existence will not be built by desperation. It will be built by alignment. And when the unseen doors finally open before you, you will understand why the silence lasted so long.